Hello friends, this is Professor Khan Tamanna, and today in this lecture we are going to study about decision making. The course objectives are: what is decision making, how to define decision making, what is Herbert Simon's model of decision making. The course imparts a systematic knowledge of decision support system and management information system so that it is appreciated and understood for its wide application in business and industry. Before we proceed further, we'll have a reflection spot question. Just think and analyze that in our day-to-day lives, what are the situations where we make decisions? And when we are making decisions, what are the steps that we carry out to come to a particular solution? So hope you all have taken into consideration that what are the situations in your day-to-day lives. Let us proceed further. So when we talk about decision, what actually decision is? As in the reflection spot question, we have taken into consideration our day-to-day life situations where we make decisions. Obviously, the situations where we have more than one available option, or we can say more than one available alternative, that is the situation called decision. So we can see it as the thought process of selecting a logical choice from the available options. Now, when trying to make a good decision, a person must weigh the positives and negatives of each option and consider all the alternatives. As we are taking the example of our day-to-day lives, there are a number of situations. For say example, a student is there who is trying to pursue higher education. Maybe he want to opt for a post-graduation course in computers. So in this decision-making situation, obviously he or she is going to have a number of available courses, and these courses are nothing but the alternatives, the available options with him or her. So when he or she is going to make a good decision, they will see that what are the positives and negatives of each and every course, what benefits they will get after pursuing each and every course, and what will be the benefit when we are talking about making a career, and what kind of scope they are having with a particular course. So for evaluation, we have to see the positives as well as the negatives. Then when we talk about effective decision making, a person must be able to forecast the outcome of each option as well, and based on these items determine which option is the best for that particular situation. Now when we are again talking about the same example, like which particular course is going to have more benefits, that will be taken into consideration, and determine that in future which course is going to have a job perspective. So this way effective decision making can be done. Now again, what decision making is? As we have discussed, it is nothing but selecting among alternatives. But when we are talking about selecting among the alternatives, we can say it is nothing but a process. A process which have certain steps, and again we can say decision making is the process of selecting among the alternatives. According to Chester Barnard, in The Functions of the Executive, he gave a comprehensive and analytical treatment of decision making and noted the process of decision are largely techniques for narrowing the choice. As we can see in this picture, a person is facing a situation of decision making as he is having a number of available alternatives. Now, a very well-known management thinker was there named Herbert Simon. In 1960, he proposed the famous model of the decision-making process, and this model was named after him as Simon's model. According to Herbert Simon, in a decision-making process, there are basically three steps, or we can say three stages. The first stage is the intelligence phase, next is the design phase, and the third one is the choice phase. In the intelligence phase, the problem and opportunities are thoroughly investigated. Obviously, when a person is facing any problem, he will try to analyze and understand and investigate the problem and the opportunities. Now, moving further, when we come to the design phase, the person will move from intelligence to the design phase, where he is going to find out that what are the alternative solutions. He will try to develop these solutions. Keeping in mind the problem, he will think over it that what are the different solutions for solving the problem at hand. The third and the last phase is the choice phase. In this phase, there is selection of an alternative. Obviously, when a person have a number of alternatives for solving a particular problem at hand, he or she will think that which particular alternative is best for solving his or her problem. Say for example, if I want to purchase a smartphone, from my point of view, I will see to it that what is the budget that I am having. Again, I will see that what features I want in my smartphone. So according to the available alternatives from the market, I will analyze, design the alternatives from my budget, and again in that category I will select the one that best suit my need. So this is the choice phase. The Simon's model depicts the problem solving process as a flow of events. At any point in the process, the problem solver can choose to return to the previous step for additional refinement. That means if I am at the design phase, I can again, if I am not satisfied, again move to the intelligence phase, again try to analyze the situation, analyze the problem, find out the opportunities, then move to the design. If I am at the choice phase, again I can move back to the design phase. Likewise, I can proceed and come to the particular selection of an alternative. So this is all about decision making. Thank you.